What's up, nerds, and have I got a story for you? Alright, you guys, so it looks like Keanu Reeves is going to voice Shadow in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. Now, if you remember correctly, Shadow was shown, and I'm pulling up this article, and this is from Hollywood Reporter, my bad. It was from one of those people. And there's Keanu. He's adorable. Love Keanu. Okay, so if you remember correctly, at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I thought was pretty good, Shadow shows up. Now, obviously, we didn't get any lines from him. He just showed up, which I thought was pretty cool. And then they announced, and we have the Knuckles TV show coming out soon, rather soon, on Max. And I think that looks great. I love Idris Elba. I didn't think he would be I didn't know if he would be a great Knuckles or not, but he was. He was a great Knuckles. I love that movie. I love Knuckles and everything. But I love Shadow also. He's just super fun, kind of villain-esque, turned to a good guy. But then he's also a little naughty sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But Keanu Reeves is going to voice him. Now, I did see some people that were just I don't like Keanu Reeves voicing him. And I'm all like, yeah, but Keanu Reeves, I think has got a really great kind of a voice that you would recognize, If you remember correctly, he was in Toy Story 4. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4, where he played that little Duke Kaboom. Duke Kaboom was who he played in that movie. And I thought he did a great job. He's like, oh, Jordan, and everything. I thought it was great and everything. He also was in that Cyberpunk game, which I also think he did a great job. And I think that Keanu Reeves has a really, very, distinct voice, in my opinion. And I think that when you watch it, you're going to know it's Keanu Reeves voicing it. But at the same time, I thought the same thing about Idris Elba as Knuckles. I thought he has such a distinct voice, and I thought you wouldn't be able to separate the two. But I was wrong, because I thought that he did such a great job as Knuckles, and I really liked what he did there. Now, I can't remember if there was a part of this that I did want to read, but it looks like they said they did say they were going to announce something at CinemaCon, or maybe they did announce something at CinemaCon. But they just talk about how, his Matrix stuff and everything, and they just talk about how he's going to voice Shadow. And Shadow's obviously going to be the villain of the third movie, and I think that's a good step to go. I really like the way that they're putting canon stuff into, and they're bringing the mythology of Sonic, the whole Sonic verse, if you will, into these movies, these live action movies. And I have personally liked all these movies. Now, I will have to say though, I would like it if they went off Earth a little more often, for a whole movie, But at the same time, I don't hate that they're on Earth. And I think that, with Jim Carrey in there, I think, and then Idris Elba, I think Jim Carrey is just top notch getting somebody of talent that, in there. And he does great, Dr. Robotnik. But then I also think that Idris Elba adding his voice to the mix, I thought that gave it a little bit more of prestige, But even though it's a fun, silly kind of almost comic-y book kind of movie and everything, and it's based off a video game, But and then I think that adding Keanu Reeves really does help it out a lot. I know that some people may think Keanu Reeves is not a top-notch actor, but I have to disagree. I think he's totally great. I love him in everything he's in. I think he brings a sense of comedy to it. He was in that SpongeBob movie, wasn't he? He was yeah, I think so. Yeah, or one of those SpongeBob movies. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, he's just great. I think he's going to handle it very well. I think he's going to do a great job. I'm interested in knowing if he's going to do his regular Keanu voice, or if he's going to bring a little something different to it. Maybe he's going to change his voice up a little. You never know. But I think it'll be interesting to see what he does there. And I'm all for this. I think it sounds great, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Keanu Reeves doing the voice of Shadow for Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Is this something you're super excited about, or you're just I don't really know about it or whatnot? Are you willing to give it a chance? How do you feel about those Sonic movies and everything? So far, I'm loving them. I can't wait for that Knuckles show. I know a lot of people were crapping on it, but I'm excited for it. I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not a huge Sonic the Hedgehog stan or anything like that. I have played the games, not all of them, but I have played the games and I've read some of the comic books. But I just like that world and those characters, so I'm definitely down for this. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I got for you this week. Tell me what you guys think about all these stories. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.